Hi, my name is Sarah Henry and I live in New York City. I've lived here for 2 months. I love New York City. It's exactly where I want to be. You walk down the street and you see every single type of person imaginable, and you don't really get that in the suburbs or in other states. People are just, they're separated and no one really mixes. I came from South Florida via North Florida. I transferred here from the University of Florida. I just transferred to NYU. I go to Gallatin at NYU, and so it's interdisciplinary, and I do a lot of research classes, a lot of like social psychology classes, sociology. Well, it's actually really hard to get a job if you've never worked in New York City before, and so you can't waitress without New York experience, and you can't get New York experience without having it. So basically I'm doing an internship right now, which pretty much everyone my age has to do in order to get their foot in the door, get a few contacts, a few references. So I make $150 a month, and I'm just interning at a video production company that works for Condé Nast. If you ever see the movie The Devil Wears Prada, it's based on, and I hate to bring this up, but it's based on the Condé Nast building. So the cafeteria was designed by Frank Gehry, and granted I'm only there a few times a week to do a few video shoots, but yeah, it's ridiculous. There's girls that are size 0 wearing 4-inch heels walking around, and everyone's hustling and bustling. It's very much like the typical Manhattan work experience based on movies. I live in Brooklyn. I live in Park Slope. The rent is getting up there, but I live with my boyfriend. If I couldn't have moved here on my own without knowing someone. I can't even fathom living in the city and paying $3,000 rent. I don't know how anyone my age actually does it. Some of my favorite things, well, going to every place I see that looks wonderful. For a normal day, I love just sitting in parks. Prospect Park is one of my favorite places. It's a little bit more laid back than Central Park, and you'll run across like 20 people doing barbecue, and right next door to them is some guy with this trampoline. It's interesting. My advice for young kids, pick up The Cheap Bastard's Guide to New York City. It's a great book. It has tons of advice on how to like go see movies for free, go get healthcare for free if you're not a student, for example. If you are a student, if you're going to NYU, get out of the NYU area. Go uptown, go to Brooklyn. If you're anywhere you're living, go to a neighborhood that's about as far away from your neighborhood as you can get. Just explore as much as possible because the city has so much to offer, which is cliche, but very true.